So, quick thoughts right after the Oklahoma loss, and all I could say is what an absolute embarrassment. It is, I mean, it is on every level. It is an absolute joke. It is it's, I don't know how to describe it. It is frustrating, disgusted of how this team played. The fact that the same Sooners that were up very quickly, 17-0 in the game. And it looked like they had full control of this at home. Looked like it was going to be a easier win for them to go into the Rose Bowl against Indiana. Melted away relatively quickly. I mean, let's just talk about. I mean, the one play that really started it all was that fourth down for Alabama in Oklahoma territory to get that touchdown to make it 17-7, and then it just falls apart there. You look at the muff handling of the ball, or is that the drop? I should really say, in better terms, for the punter, an easy snap to him, drops it, turns the tide once again for the Crimson Tide, get a field goal out of it. Defense did its job. Mateer had a easy third and short, just run the ball. Instead, he takes a deep shot, twists his body. He does hit the receiver in his hands, but still should have made the easier play and get the first down. And it rolls from there. You have the pick six as well for them to get back in the game and tie, and then doing absolutely nothing in the second half. I can't be too upset with the defense, even though they did blow up some big plays, because they have been the team the whole year. They have been the team the part of the team that's carried this whole program into the playoffs. That is it. This offense for a while now has done the absolute bare minimum, and that's what they thought they could do in this game, is do the bare minimum. After that 17-0 loss, they just went back into the normal offense that they were for weeks now, and you can't do that. And Alabama had momentum and ran away with it, and we went from a 17-0 game for the Sooners to a 10-point loss, 34-24, and it's an epic failure in all proportions. Something needs to change this offseason. Something has to. I know Brent Venables. I don't think he should be fired, or I don't think he will be. And not saying he should. His job should be called for. But this is a guy who is 0-3 in bowl games and now is 0-1 in the college football playoffs. That is very concerning that he can't get his team ready for those, I don't want to say meaningful bowl games, but still going for those bowl games or the college football playoffs. An epic failure in their debut or his debut in the playoffs. It's not a good look. It isn't. Something needs to change. I think you have to scrap the entire offense, get a new offensive coordinator, get a new quarterback. And I love Mateer when how he talks, interviews. He seems like a great guy, not a good quarterback at all. Very inconsistent, wildly inaccurate at times, and the decision making is bad. And he's been part of the problem. I understand maybe he's still the hand injury is still affecting him after getting the surgery, and it's saying a little bit, but there's no excuse for that. I don't want to make that excuse and saying that's why Alabama won. Mateer played bad. The whole team played bad. They fell apart in an epic proportion, and it's absolutely embarrassing. It is. I'm disgusted of how this team played, and I don't know what to say. Absolutely. I mean, of course, they were going to get blown out by Indiana if they would have moved on to the Rose Bowl, which everyone would have expected. And there was no expectation that Oklahoma was going to be Indiana, but there was an expectation of winning against Alabama. And again, especially in the fashion as well, when you're up 17-0 and you blow it away and still lose by double-digit points, is a joke of a program. It's laughable. And for all the people who are going to bash and make fun of them, they deserve everything of it, because it is an absolute joke of what they did tonight for this one. Give credit to Alabama. I don't want to put this all in saying it's only because Oklahoma choked. Give credit to Alabama for making the plays and getting back in this game there after a horrible start by them, being down 17 early when it seemed like maybe some other teams would have packed it in and that would have been the game. They stuck to the game plan and they kept playing, and they forced Mateer to make the costly turnover in the pick six, and had some things go their way on special teams as well. So give credit to Alabama for coming back in this game, but what an absolute joke by the Oklahoma Sooners, what they did there. Absolutely embarrassing.